and it's been pretty good so far. So I appreciate you guys. Our next matchup is going to be against Koko and Acno. Acno and Koko. So we saw Acno on the winner's side earlier, Veggie, and unfortunately, he did get 0-3. He was on the Diana. He switched to the Kai. He switched to the Dusk. He's all over the place. But look at that. Look at those earnings, man. Oh my god.
Wow.
You mentioned that earlier. But Acno is a demon. He's a veteran. He's been playing so long and consistent. Look at those top 8 and top 32 placements. Look at those gold medals. He's a demon for sure. So he is kind of favorite in this sense. But Koko is somebody to talk about too, And oh wow, I'm looking at the character pick right now. Stream can't see it just yet, but it's gonna be exciting for sure. But still, Koko's someone not to take lightly as well. We got Jae Yun on Koko's side. Another great sword, Veggie. Jeez, there's a lot of great swords.
A lot of great sword, which is kind of fun to see. I like the change up, as opposed to seeing other weapons. It's fun. It's exciting. I like seeing it. We'll see what happens here. I'm honestly seeing that stat sheet over there was pretty crazy. Seeing how many earnings, how many golds. So
he gives me half of them. Half of his earnings.
Oh yeah, half of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the other half, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah, he gets left with nothing. But anyway.
No. Yeah, exactly. So right now they're going into their first game of the set. We'll see what they can do with this. And who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know. We didn't even give our own predictions for this.
No, I think Agno's gonna win this one. But Koko on the greatsword, rocking the cool Jae Yun little polar bear skin. This is just too cool. That's such a cool skin, man. I don't know, but Acno is popping off with the blasters right now on Demon Island. Koko finding a hard time getting back on stage. It's gonna be hard for Koko. Beautiful recovery to catch on the second.
Wow.
The exhausted recovery.
I think that was one of the fastest first stocks we've seen in the set so far, unless I'm mistaken. But that was a quick stock out from Acno. But Koko is not giving up. He's going crazy with the greatsword right now, getting a considerable amount of damage. But is it going to be enough to bring it back? Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Koko gets that stock against Acno. You know what? I'm kind of rooting for him right now. This is an underdog moment, and it's looking pretty good with the greatsword.
Yeah, man, I love seeing greatsword players. It's just so good. You have to know what the opponent's doing. You have to get those reads in to get those strings. It's a really skillful weapon, I would say. One of the skillful weapons in Brawlhalla for sure. Most skillful weapons. One of the most skillful weapons. But Acno putting in the work with the blasters, D-Light into the recovery. Beautiful combo there. Stack up more damage. But yeah, blasters is very punishing, Veggie. If Koko misses a greatsword hit, it's pretty hard for him. Oh god. No one saw that.
No one saw that.
Yeah.
At this point, Acno is holding a big advantage here against Koko, but Koko is not giving up. Look at Koko with the greatsword. It's honestly very impressive to see, and a nice way to counteract Acno's bow. Oh,
yeah, it's some good work.
I got some word that there were some issues with the battle pass giveaway, but it should be live right now. So if you didn't see it working before, it is up right now and you can enter. I believe so.
Join the giveaway.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my gosh, Acno gets that final stock against Koko and brings the first game of the set to an end, bringing that win in. Look how much damage he does. 580 damage against Koko. Pretty decent, especially with the blasters. A decent amount of damage in there. Looks pretty good for him. We'll see if Koko can make a comeback in the second game of the set, though.
Yeah, let's see if he can do it. Acno favoring the blasters, and it is putting a ton of work in for sure. Koko trying to get his swords there, and we're seeing a little bit more just regular sword gameplay here, which is still a consistent weapon, I would say, in competitive too. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, we'll see if Koko can bring this back, and he has a bit of damage against Acno. He's potentially able to get a first stock if he can get more hits in, and he does. He gets that first stock against Acno. Still holding a pretty good lead, especially with the amount of health he has in his third stock here. So he's pretty good.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh my gosh, Koko might get a second stock here. Beautiful down airs on Koko. Oh my gosh, Acno actually made it back on stage. That
Wow.
is surprising.
Acno made a great comeback there and turns it back around, gets Koko out with that first stock of his. It was looking pretty great for Koko, but unfortunately he wasn't able to get that second stock off Acno off stage.
Yeah, Koko was popping off right there on that stock. And I was surprised that Acno didn't get taken out there. It got dropped, but props to him, props to Acno for actually avoiding all of those hazards and coming back on stage. Nice and healthy there. Nice side air with the sword. Koko trying to get this finish that he tried earlier on the previous stock. And that might do it. Neutral air. The great sword is doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage coming from Koko with this great sword. He manages to get the second stock off Acno, which is huge right now. He is holding a lead, and he needs this. He definitely has a lot of power here with his great sword plays against Acno, but Acno might be able to bring it back. Who knows?
Yeah, Koko's looking really strong in game 2 here. Acno couldn't hit those down signatures on the bow, switching over to the blasters like we've seen him more comfortable with. And actually both sets that he started off, he has been playing Diana first, so over that Kaya. So I don't know, I think he's been just practicing a lot of Diana, practicing a lot of these blasters. Oh, that's it. Nice.
Acno manages to bring that back there. He gets that kill, but Acno is pretty deep in the red right now, so if Koko manages to pick up that greatsword again, it could be pretty over soon. Acno manages to weapon serve Koko, but Koko's not giving up. And he's going pretty well unarmed, but picks up his greatsword, which is his magical weapon here. We'll see if he can get enough hits against Acno.
Yeah, like Acno is an amazing player. You can't count him out, but Koko!
Wow.
Koko! Oh my gosh.
Koko with the awesome skin. Honestly, this is my favorite skin in the game. I've never seen this skin before, but that was incredible.
Pretty good.
Look how much damage with the greatsword. He just does so well with it, and it worked out in his favor right now. The set is even right now. We got 1-1. It could go either way at this point. I don't know. I'm really like impressed with Koko here.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. But right now, Acno goes for the legend switch. He goes for Kaya at this point, which is something we've seen before in another set. Didn't work out too well before, but maybe it'll work for Acno.
Yeah, Acno really does like his Kai. I think he is switching more over to those blasters on Diana. But against Koko's greatsword, maybe the spear is what's going to do it for him. Right now, it's 2-1 in favor of Koko. Koko, almost denying Acno of the stock there. But hey, yeah, the Koko is really popping off with the greatsword today. Slow start in the first stock or first match of the set, but it's doing really well.
At this point, it's pretty even, but Koko's not able to get back onto stage. That's so unfortunate. He was so close to it. Acno is very low on health right now, so Koko could bring it back. He's going unarmed with the attacks. You know, Acno is so good with stage control and weapon starving, but it's not enough because Koko just manages to get a first stock against Acno, and it is completely even right now. So we're back to a very tough fight.
Yeah, Acno is holding on and bringing it back. Koko still in the lead of the set with that greatsword, and like you noted last game, 600, almost 700 damage on the greatsword is absolutely insane. So, I don't know, Acno with the bow, switching it up right now with the Kaya, and potentially could take the second stock from Koko. Definitely even.
Yeah, it's looking like incredibly even, except right now, Koko's going pretty crazy with the greatsword. He opts to drop it, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, the greatsword is so interesting. Like, whenever Koko gets that first string going, there's so much momentum. It's so quick, and it goes by insane. It stacks a lot of damage, too. Once they get that first couple hits in, then that string is going. So, Acno trying to get the neutral stick, but D-Light recovery punishes it beautifully. Koko low in damage. could be taken out as well.
Yeah, this is definitely not the way that I expected this to go, but Acno does bring it back with that stock. So right now it is 1-1, going either way. Acno taking a little bit more damage, but he seems to be evening out pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty quick here. Acto, nice dodge into the D-light into the stair. Acto with the spear, he needs this to... Oh wait, this is... Acto could potentially get eliminated here actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's 2-1 I believe, Acto and Koko. Wait, but yeah, no, there's a chance for Acto to be potentially eliminated in this set. So it's a lot's on the table right now.
Definitely. It isn't over yet though,
Yeah.
so either way, it won't be done even with this game here.
Yeah.
But a lot is riding on this because right now, Koko did have a bit of an advantage, but it is going away pretty quickly.
Oh, that's
Acno
it. Nice.
ground pounds him, and Koko is out for this game in the set right now. Acno does take that game, which was pretty significant. They did a pretty even amount of damage there, so unfortunately it just wasn't enough for Koko, but Acno got that final stock in, which was huge for him.
It was huge. Acno is now, it's 2-1 I believe in favor of Acno, so props to him. He's got that lead against the great sword Jae-yun Koko, and we'll see how that goes in game 3. Yeah, it's something to note for sure that, you know, Koko is really doing like well with that great sword. Second a lot of damage. Let's see if we see more of the regular sword here. I think it's important to stack up that damage, but for Koko, I think either weapon has been doing good, but he is favoring that great sword a bit.
Definitely choosing to opt for the great sword most of the time. And it does, for the most part, work in his favor. He does incredible things with it. But Acno is going crazy with the bow here. So who knows what'll happen. Wow, just incredible reads by Acno.
Yeah, beautiful gravity cancel use there with the neutral signature. Get some more damage on Koko, but oh, beautiful GC side signature again, actually connecting this time, but Koko lives for stock. But oh my gosh, it could, you know, Acno's been hitting a lot of hits, but the damage on the greatsword and these hits, it's even out quick from both sides here. Acno playing a little bit slower. We'll see if who gets this first stock.
Yeah, definitely can go either way right now. They're both pretty low in damage, but Acno is holding a lot of stage presence here and manages to pogo Koko into his first stock gone. Right now, Acno holding a bit of a lead right now.
Weapon throw down with the bow. Koko unarmed, but putting a lot of work. Gets the knockout regardless of weapon in his hand. Koko is switching over with this weapon start. Very impressive from him as well. Didn't expect that coming out from him.
Definitely looking pretty good right now. Even stocks, even damage. Koko going a little bit crazy with the great sword. Doing incredible plays right now. Gets that stock against Acno. Wow, that was a great play by Koko, and I'm sure it's not doing great for the mental for Acno right now, but Acno's trying to make that comeback right there.
Wow, that was a wild play from Koko. Even the weapon throw was pinpoint accurate against Acno there. Koko is popping off on this greatsword, showing everybody what you can do on this greatsword in competitive play. And it's exciting to see for sure. If Koko wins this, we're going to our second game 5 of the tournament, which I can't wait for sure too. Ooh, Koko.
I hope he does. I'm honestly really hyped for this set right now. Koko picks up the sword and gets the damage against Acno, which was needed, and gets that win in this game. We are bringing it to an even set right now. That's crazy. We are going into the 5th game right now. Koko really popped off, especially in that second stock against Acno. That was just incredible.
Wow, yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Koko popping off, insanely consistent with that greatsword, and you know, that second stock was crazy. That replay was wild. But we see a character switch up from Acno's side, switching over to Koji, opting for the sword instead of the spear. It's actually a little bit more aggressive coming out from Acno, and it shows. Acno's moving quick on the first stop.
Definitely. And it's interesting to see the legend switch, as you said, because we've seen this before and it didn't work out so great. So we'll see if this is a good move on Acno's part. But it's looking pretty good so far, so maybe this was the right move.
Yeah, so far it's looking pretty good, but Koko off stage with the sword hits that ground pound after the D-light. It's evening out again. Acno is putting so much damage on Koko, but he just comes back every time. He comes back every time. It's insane.
Koko with the comebacks are just crazy. Koko picks up the greatsword and tries to get some damage in against Acno, but it's pretty even. Acno swaps it around with his bow, but still no stock out so far.
Beautiful end light coming out from Acno, and the side air gets the first stock over on his side. Koko still can't count him out. Bro, I don't know. He's just coming back from all these disadvantages. He's doing it pretty consistently too. Like no matter how far Acno gets in damage or in stock, Koko does make his way back into evening out the stocks and the damage here. So can't count him out. Come back, Koko.
Come back, Koko. I like that. I like that. Right now, Koko is.
Look at it.
He did it. That was comeback Koko right there.
Yeah, it's literally him.
Yeah, that is him. Right now, it is an even score. Right now, he opts to pick up that greatsword, and we'll see if he can do even more damage against Acno right now. It's looking pretty good for him, but Acno is not giving up. We'll see if he can counter this with his bow.
Beautiful neutral air on the bow. Acno looking for something here, but gets caught in the greatsword string. Those are so deadly coming out from Koko, and potentially another one, but misses the read. Goes for that neutral sig. That potentially, if he read that, would have taken that stock immediately. But no options on Koko. Acno trying to capitalize on that. Misses the neutral sig, but hits the end light. Veggie. It's so close. They're so close.
It is so close, but Koko manages to get that second stock off of Acno, which is very big right now. But Acno can easily switch this around if he manages to get some damage up against Koko, because he is low in health right now. Koko really needs to get a decent amount of damage in right now so he can easily get that final stock in. But Acno is not giving up. Acno is saying, no, this isn't happening yet. And Acno nearly gets that kill against Koko, but it wasn't enough quite yet.
So many close moments on Acno's side, Veggie, and there he gets the stock there, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Koko might take this one. It's looking like Acno needs to put some work in on this one, and he gets eliminated. This is losers quarterfinal. If he gets taken out here, he is out of the tournament. You know. I don't know.
There is a lot riding on this right now, and I see that Koko has picked up some confidence in this set right now. He's definitely managed to do a lot here, but Acno isn't ready to give up either. He has a lot of good stage presence, and he is fighting Koko tooth and nail for this win.
He is indeed. Koko is hitting more. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's it. Wow.
Wow.
Unlucky placement from Koko. Gets taken out. Great punish from Acno on the ground pound, and it does the job. He wins the game 5. Acno stays in the tournament. Koko gets eliminated. That is so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Great placement again from great placement from Acno there to capitalize on that punish. You know, unfortunately, you know, he did get ground pound at the end there, but he was popping off. Koko he did really good. He did extremely well in that tournament, or in this tournament, and I props to him, man. Props to him.
Yeah, he performed really well. There were some great plays by him, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. He didn't make that full comeback just quite yet, and Acno took that win. So now Acno gets to carry on into this tournament, and we will proceed from there. We just keep going.